Hi, I'm Rodney Johnson, president of HS Dent, and we're an independent economic research company. And what we do is we forecast changes in the economy. And this is very important. The last couple of years have shown us how important this can be. It doesn't matter if you're an individual investor, if you're an investment advisor, a real estate investor, or a business owner. We all have a stake in what's going on. We would all like to see around that corner. And that's what we do. At HS Dent, as I said, we're an independent economic research company. We look at some main tools for estimating how things are changing. We look at demographics, the study of populations and people. We look at predictable consumer spending patterns, how people spend money as they age. And it does change. You can estimate exactly what people are going to do based on their age and stage of life. And we also look at technological innovation and acceptance rates. What we're trying to do is figure out these trends and forecast what they're going to do in the future so that we have the information we need that we can share with you to make better decisions. Now, that's good, but forecasting doesn't always work out. There are a lot of forecasts that were made with great information that didn't quite hit the mark. I'll give you a couple of examples. In the business world, there was a gentleman who said, I think there's a world market for maybe 5 computers. Now, you would think this would be somebody who didn't know much about computers. It happened to be the chairman of the board of IBM back in the 1940s when computers were very, very young in their infancy. There was a gentleman who said of a band, I don't like their sound, and guitar music's on the way out. Well, this was a gentleman at Decca Records who was interviewing the Beatles as to whether or not they were going to put them on the label. They decided not to, and that was a really bad idea. And then there was the headline of, with 50 foreign car companies already selling in the United States, I really don't think the Japanese are going to carve out much market share. This was Business Week back in 1958. That was a pretty bad long-term forecast. A little closer to home, we get into the world of finance, and there was a quote of, we're looking for home sales to turn up in the middle of the year on a national basis, and we really think that the long-term outlook is excellent. This was a senior economist with the Housing Association back in January of 2008. I think that one missed the mark just a little bit. And from a gentleman that we respect and use research of very much here at HS Dent, there was the quote that stocks reached a selling climax in the summer of 2008, which will probably be seen as the bottom of the current market. Well, we all know that wasn't true. We went through the fall of 2008. Things got very ugly, and we didn't reach the bottom, of course, until the next spring when we had all of the tumult over the different companies going bankrupt, and then the bailout, and then the stimulus, and GM, and all of these things. This was from Jeremy Siegel, the professor that we respect and is widely renowned in our industry. He wrote this in Business Week in August of 2008. We're not trying to see exactly what's going to occur here at HS Dent. If we could, that would be fabulous. What we're trying to identify are trends. We not only use those research pillars that we have, demographic trends, predictable consumer spending patterns, and technological innovation and acceptance rates, to see what the trends are, we also monitor them over the time to see how they're unfolding so that we can bring that to you. We understand the pitfalls of forecasting. We know we're going to be wrong from time to time, but we also know that our job, our highest use of our research, is to identify these major trends and then monitor them over time so that we can bring that information to you. Thank you very much.